Hello and welcome to INS. With me is Ultimate KHO CEO Tenzing, and Tenzing, thank you so much for speaking to us. And I remember last year we met at IG Stadium, and at that time actually it was a two-day test event organized by KKFI, and now Ultimate KHO League is happening. I mean, happening. What you see? I mean, the growth of Ultimate KHO. It is actually very ultimate.
No, thank you so much. I think in the last 4 years of our journey, we've taken multiple growth paths with multiple stakeholders. This idea, when it came about in 2018, and I took that to my investor, Mr. Amit Berman, he basically backed that idea up, and then of course, we went ahead with got in touch with KKFI, and then it's been a beautiful journey since then. The idea always was, as I said earlier, that it was always about bringing a spectacle on air. It is the story of mud to mat. It is the story of soil to spotlight. It's a story which has always been predominantly focused on players. And largely the reason for that is that if you look at the bottom of the pyramid of Indian sporting ecosystem for Kho, it is packed by both boys and girls. The idea was that, is there a possibility that we can get more viewership from women? Can we create new fans for Kho? Can we bring this spectacle on air with the magic of television production? Those were the responsibilities which was with us as the rights holder of Ultimate KHO. And I think, unanimously what the trade and the media is saying right now is that we have somewhat cracked that formula. It's looking beautiful on air. It's a 1 hour power-packed performance by players. Absolutely fits beautifully with appointment viewing. तो अगर आप प्राइम टाइम टेलीविजन देख रहे हैं 7 से 10 बजे का प्राइम टाइम, which is a 3 hour prime time, I don't remember too many new leagues getting a 3 hour prime time slot. So I think that importance has been given by all stakeholders, including Sony. Can't be more happier with them. Of course, the idea also was that I was very clear that we will get the big boys on the board. क्या होता है कि कोई भी स्पोर्ट्स लीग कमर्शियल वायबिलिटी पे शुरू होती है, और and that is one of the very very strong pillars. And sustainable means that you are looking at a minimum of a decade or 2 decades of sustenance. Whether or not we are there, I think the league should continue. The legacy should carry on.
Exactly, and some big names have also joined in, like Adani is here, and also Badshah is also here. So, how do you see the growth as a marketing of Kho? So, how do you see the growth over there?
I think the way we've chosen all our 6 franchisees, they all bring a lot of different things to the table. What I was mentioning earlier is that if you look at the 2 big boys of Adani Sports and GMR Sports, they are trusted and experienced sports marketeers. They've owned franchises earlier. They know the business, how to run that. They know the P&L of that. That helps for a franchisee upliftment, and that also gives us a lot of confidence as a league. There were new investors who we wanted to bring in the shape and form of KHO, who's now invested in multiple other sports leagues. They started with us. There is KHO Sports, who is a US-based tech firm. So they bring in a lot of tech enablement power, which you will see in the coming years. KHO again is a tier 3, tier 4 product, which reaches to different households. And then, of course, not to forget, there is government of Odisha, which is a historic moment, as I said, for all of us. It just goes on to show that the credibility and the gratification that we are getting right now is because of the way we have planned Ultimate KHO over the years. And last but not the least, of course, Badshah and Puneet Balan, they bring in the glamour factor of it. So I think it is very important to break these in individual silos, but then again look at it from a larger Ultimate KHO umbrella, and you see that everybody is doing their job, which they're supposed to do. All the franchises are also supposed to grow the sport of Kho in their particular catchment areas. तो जितने हमने, अगर आप देखें पूरा भारत का मैप हमने ऑलमोस्ट कवर कर दिया है, right from राजस्थान, गुजरात, मुंबई, तेलंगाना, तमिलनाडु and Odisha.
Exactly. So there were changes. There were some changes in rules also. So do you think that some tweaks should be done in the format as well, because regular players are playing regularly, so some burnout can also happen. So in future you can
this is a short format game, as you must have seen. The format is a very
But it's too much quick actually.
yeah, the current sport which is being played on a nine-man team format is also quick. It's just that when a sports league happens, it happens as a calendar event in a year. The day we reach 7 or 8 months in a year, that's the time I think the question really arises that okay, where is the fatigue taking these players to? But currently, the way Kho is built over grassroots and districts and parganas, it's a beautifully set up, deeply rooted, culturally effective ladder which reaches up to KHO India, which reaches up to state level, which reaches up to national level. The idea is to make Ultimate Kho eventually the platform where national team gets selected from. And this is what is happening with other sports as well. If you look at kabaddi or cricket, all the professional leagues have now become the hunting ground for national selectors. So I think that's the idea for us.
So it was said that some foreign players can also, be part of the next league. So what are the talks right now?
We are evaluating multiple countries right now. As a matter of fact, we were actually supposed to do it this year, but of course COVID came in and the data for us is very, very important. So as a league rights holder, for us it is very critical that we give some amount of data to the franchisee to make a decision of buying a player, right? Otherwise, आपको पता नहीं रहता कि ओवरसीज प्लेयर्स में उनके स्टैट्स क्या है. तो इंडिया के डेटा भी हमने 240 का जो पूल बनाया था ड्राफ्ट में, that was basis the last 2 senior nationals, and then 143 players got sold basis the data, right? And that's a very important thing because it's a business end of the day. With overseas players, I think there's a beautiful sort of initiative which is coming in from KKFI with the World Cup and the Asia Cup, which is happening, which is going to follow after Ultimate Kho Kho. A lot of countries are coming in there, close to 30 plus countries. I believe, I think about 10-15 of them would be something which we'll keep a very critical eye on. The SAARC nations, Korea, the Great Britain, all these countries play this sport. But we will start now accumulating data from the World Cup and the Asian Championships, and then we will be including them in the upcoming season 2 of it.
So final 2 questions. Tomorrow is final. So any surprise or any new thing in store for the masses who are watching it on TV?
See, I think what is important is that there will be, of course, a little ceremony that we are planning to do. Ideally, focus अभी भी game पे रहेगा, format पे रहेगा, players पे रहेगा.
So Barsha is performing?
No, he's not.
His wife is fine now. He had a COVID and other.
Yes, he's fine. I haven't spoken to him recently, but last when I spoke to him, he was fine.
Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.